Tomatillo. I wanna be a How's that? What are you doing here? Get out of here! Out! Tomatillo. I wanna be a tomatillo. Want to be something. Welcome, guys, to the Cast Iron Man. We're here again in the kitchen. We're gonna cook up some salsa verde. I got a little trick I'm gonna show you in the middle and the end that makes this a little bit different than perhaps other people's. But yeah, we're going to use this actually, not just, you could use this for multi-purposes, for a breakfast item or a dinner item, or just, to dip as chips and dip. But we're going to use it to make pork chili verde as well, which we're going to show you after this. And yeah, let's just do this the way I've been taught how to do it by some guys that I work with who rectified my poor decision making as far as salsa verde goes. And yeah, it should be good. We're going to put it in the broiler. So first we're going to have to start up the broil setting on our oven, and then just start dicing up these ingredients. Here I have this, perhaps what could be referred to as black sheep of the bunch here, which is this Roma plum tomato. This is a trick that I was taught by a Mexican friend of mine who says you need to put one red tomato in to kind of cut down the acidity of, well, the over sour quality of the tomatillo. That's how I want to phrase it, okay? But why we're going to broil these is so we get a really nice char on them, a lot of nice flavor. And today we're going to also be putting some poblanos in to bulk up the salsa verde for the pork, for the integration with the pork later. We're not making that now, making that in a little bit. First, the salsa. Some of the mango kombucha. Like I said, why am I putting this in front of the friggin' camera? Like I said, got the red tomato. Then we also have the other components. The tomatillos. This is almost 2 pounds. Making more than necessary for if you were just going to make it for dipping purposes or for chilaquiles or a breakfast item, something like that, because or huevos rancheros, whatever, because we need to put this with like 4 pounds of pork shoulder. So the tomatillos, the poblanos, 2 of them, I've got a really loose half cupish of cilantro, 4 garlic cloves, and a medium white onion. All right, and that, yeah, this is it. We're gonna put a lime in at the end. Ooh. We'll squeeze a little lime action in at the end. So I have the plum tomato. I'm going to quarter this. Quarter both quarter the half, so eighth it, not quarter. The poblanos we'll leave intact, I think. I want to try, see how long we can leave them in there, try to get a nice black exterior on them. You could also roast these on top of your range if you have gas, but Oh, this was hiding. Look, this jalapeno's in here too. So let's just do these kind of almost like a bell pepper. You would treat it under the broiler and really flip them a lot. I'll try to position them correctly so we get nice charred blistered skin. But this we got to take apart because there's some people who don't want spicy food. Devein it, and I'm going to actually rinse it and the knife as well. That's it, just going to split it because I want to get some of those seeds out. That's good like that. The garlic. Garlic will initially just half this, break down a little bit. It's going to soften super quick. Cilantro, you know, you're probably not going to believe this, but I'm just going to throw it in the bowl like that, like loose. Yeah, you weren't expecting that, were you? Okay. We could do these on top of the sheet pan like this. They might get more color that way, or we could half them. It depends. It all depends you want to achieve. We want more skin, so blistered skin. So let's just do it like that. Let's see how much blistered skin we get. We really want a real roasty, little roasty action to this Salsa Verde. Salsa Verde is probably one of my favorite things. It's so good. So good with eggs. I mean, it's just great. It's great with pork too. We doing a little sauce, a little avocado crema, cotija crema. Okay. Here we have a absolutely destroyed sheet pan. This is what happens when you put your sheet pan on the grill and cook on direct heat. It winds up like this, but it's fine. It's fine. You can bake on this, no problem. Well, you could just scrape it for about a couple hours. Let's use the last of our remaining roasted garlic oil on here. Might have to bulk it up with a little olive oil. And then just toss it. Stand on your tiptoes to toss it. Okay, this is going to be an interesting organization here. I'm going to try to strategically place everything. So the skin gets charred. Slippery. I'm gonna put these babies end side up, ass end up. Gonna have to constantly rotate this. wants to be a tomatillo man. All right. Okay, broiler is going into the oven. Let's see what kind of results we can get. So while you have your salsa verde in the oven underneath your broiler, you're going to want to continuously stir it and make sure that all the surface area can get somewhat of a char on it. You probably don't have a professional broiler at your house. You probably have one like me, so you're going to have to keep moving it around. So this stuff doesn't really take a long time to soften, plus it is going to be cooked down when we combine it with our pork. But really constant attention to rotating the pan and even stacking some of the vegetables in the middle like you see me doing here is key if you want to get more char and more blistering on the product, which I always prefer. Nice and blistered. That looks good. All right, maybe this is gonna be the silliest way you've ever seen anybody make a chop up salsa verde. Usually people put in a food processor or blender right now and just obliterate it, but I'm not going to do that because I don't. That's not the consistency I want to achieve. What I will do first, though, is grab any piece of garlic and chop that up. I've already chopped up a little bit, but I need to chop it more because you don't want a huge piece of roasted garlic as much as everybody probably loves it. So I'll take the little pieces of garlic out. Bucket. It's over here. The reason I have a sheet pan underneath here, a loud sheet pan, oh, better be quiet, is to catch all the juice. The juice. So now what I'll do is I got the garlic here. I put some salt and pepper on it while it was in the oven and started to mix it up, but you can definitely do it when it's done. Oh boy, how's this gonna work? How is this gonna work with the sheet pan? I think we're just gonna deal with the runoff. Usually use a cutting board that has a edge, like a reservoir on the side, but not today. So I would just chop the bigger things up first, a little rougher. Move some of this poblano skin. Smells good. Rough chop. Ooh, stay still. Where'd my rags go? There are my rags. They've been totally flattened. All right, now we're good. It's going to cook down more in the oven when it goes in with the pork verde. Oh man, this is like my This is my biggest thing, is I always choose a cutting board that's way too small. It could have just started with this one. But here we are. This, hey, who knows? This might be too small. Let's get it all in there now. Let the chopping commence. But before the commencement of the chopping, we need some lime, right? What? Choppy chop? Chop shop. Yeah, you just said that. It's like half a lime here. That barely fits in the squeezer. I mean, is this sort of made for just universal lime? I mean, this doesn't... Yeah, the green thing. Single-use kitchen tool. Now the juice is gonna fly out of these babies, maybe into my eyeball. Like nice and chunky to go with the pork chili. It's that red tomato working in there. You want to put this in a food processor? Be my guest. But I'm not going to do that. I like this. I made guacamole once with somebody. I was in college and bought the avocados, and it's not like I wanted to spend, $2.50 per avocado at the time, but I did. Bought about 5, and I did like a chunky guac, which I prefer, and my friend insisted on me putting it in the food processor and turning it into baby food. So when I'm in this kitchen, I'm going to make it how I want. Come on, look how much better that. Look at that color. Look at that color contrast. It's mosaic. Mosaic salsa verde. Just make sure you get all the big pieces. The garlic's pretty much worked in. Oh yeah. We are almost there. It's good. Looks good. Nice and chunky. All right, we got our salsa verde, and I will make the pork chili verde next, but that will be a separate video. We're just going to use the same. We're just going to use the same salsa for the pork. So thanks for tuning in, and well, we might as well have a chippy, chippy. Just one. Just for a shot. My God, I thought that was a moth. show you all the different. I want the same mistake as yesterday. No. Tangy. I need this for the pork. That paper plate out of here. Thanks. Yeah, it's warm. Oh, yeah, it's warm. So you know what we better do is? Oh, that's why I have this here. Put it on the sheet pan to cool. Even though, well, we're going to use it in a little while, so. Hold on. Let me get some over here. Hold on. Is that good? Nice. I'm trying to make a stew with this. Eat all I can get.